Hello there, lovely people. My name is Sophia, and welcome to another Sims 4 speed build. Today I'm renovating another eco-lifestyle apartment, and this is the Pinecrest Apartments number 402, and I am using CC in this apartment. Never done that before, so it was a lot of fun. I just really felt like using it. I'm using the Artsy living room set by keaaasims. I'll link it down below so you can check it out because it is lovely, lovely content. And I had a lot of fun using it here. And because I was using CC, I decided might as well just use the tool mod to replace all the windows as well because it's great fun. And the only downside of this apartment is you can see me placing this coffee table down here, and unfortunately it caused so many routing issues that I just had to get rid of it in the end. I don't show it on camera, but I replaced it with a coffee table from Tiny Living. I keep all the same decorations that I had on it, just moved it over to the Tiny Living one, but I was so sad because I really loved how that coffee table looked here. But yeah, I just really love how this apartment came out anyways, and I hope you'll like it too. You'll need to download the content, of course, if you want to get this apartment, but because I only used one CC pack, I think it would be pretty easy and alright to download if you didn't even have custom content, so that's pretty fun. I just wanted to, dip my toes, as you would say, into CC because I can get a bit overwhelmed if I download way too much of it. But yeah, I really love how it came out. I went for a very, very vibrant color scheme in here, pretty modern. I'm just so happy with how it looks. This rug is from the My First Pet Stuff pack, and it is so good. I love the color of it in here. And this window here, it was the window that was falsely advertised that was supposed to come with the Industrial Loft kit, but it didn't, and I added it to base game to atone for their sins. But here it is. Decided to use it because it's new and shiny, and I thought, why not? But do you see that lamp and that plant over there on the left-hand side? Those are both CC items, and I need more good modern lamps in the game, just from EA themselves, because we have like 1, 2 maybe. I really like these ones because they hang over and really just feel like a lamp instead of a upright rod like a lot of the lamps in The Sims are. And yeah, I was just really happy to use it here. I also use it in the master bedroom. And speaking of which, this is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment. There's a master bedroom and then a kids' room and just a bathroom with a shower. Nothing too special. This is a pretty small unit here, and because I used the tool mod to remove the original windows, if you download this, you will need to replace them yourself. So you'll need the tool mod to do that, and it doesn't matter what version of the world you have, whether it's modern or the original one, because you're gonna have to gut the windows yourself anyways. But I'm just consoling? No, I'm covering up this console table with lots and lots of stuff. I imagine that one of the Sims who lives here is a music critic or something like that, so I put a framed article on the wall, and I have that keyboard there behind the couch. It's such a lovely couch. I just really loved using custom content. I don't want to become a CC channel by any means, but it's fun every now and again to just use the amazing content that people create for free for the community, and it's so cool. And I really love it. So I highly recommend you checking out this content if you have access to CC. It's very, very sad that console players cannot. And yeah, that would be very, very sad because these days I cannot live without the tool mod or the Better Build Buy mod by Twisted Mexi, which are always linked in my description. I just couldn't build without them anymore. Every time we get a game update, I'm just like anxiously refreshing Twisted Mexi's website to see when they are going to update it, because they always update their mods so quickly. I find it so impressive, but you can see me really struggling to decorate around this fireplace there. But I figured it out in the end, and I really liked using that plant from the Blooming Rooms kit, which has thoroughly grown on me. You might have heard in another video that I wasn't too fond of that plant when that kit released, but now I use it all the time. It's a good plant. It just took me a while to warm up to it. But this is the dining space, only 4 chairs here, and I did end up having to scooch the table closer to the mirrors just because this room divider here from base game was causing a few routing issues. I had so many problems in this apartment, it drove me insane. I was losing my mind trying to playtest this, but I liked how it looked and I stuck with it, so you know, it's all functional in the end. And I added those mirrors there to the left-hand side because this is a very small apartment and I wanted it to feel bigger than it was and a bit luxurious, and I think really big mirrors are great for that. But this room here that leads off from the living space is going to be the kitchen, and there also ends up being a breakfast table in here, and it leads off to all the other rooms in the home. But the kitchen gave me the most trouble, honestly. I could not for the life of me figure it out, but I was really happy in the end with my decision to use these more traditional looking upperhead cabinets, which are from base game, and I just thought the wood tone matched really well. Mixed and matched a lot of stuff in here, and in my playtesting I'm going to switch out the location of the trash can. I end up putting a plant next to the sink, and I just swapped the trash can and the plant because there was some routing issues. But here I just rotated a few like wall decorations and this lovely piece of custom content artwork here just to look like they were sitting on the shelves. And yeah, it took me a little while, but it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. I'm getting better at the tool mod. It's got a very steep learning curve, I'd say, but once you figure it out, it gets pretty easy. But yeah, just rotating this chalkboard from base game, and pretty sure they're on base game shelves. I just get some spade candles and stuff. I didn't want to overclutter this kitchen just because that would make it very hard for my Sims to be able to use it, but I get that same rug in here just to carry through that green color because I didn't use the same green plaster that I used in the living room, which came with Get Famous, surprisingly. I would have assumed it had come from like Jungle Adventure or something, but no, it was Get Famous. Get Famous has been surprising me quite a lot recently. But yeah, this counter in particular, I did have to scooch all the decorations a little further onto that snowy escape stove to get it to work, but I fixed it in the end. And I use such a wide array of windows in this apartment, it looks hideous from the outside. I wouldn't recommend looking too closely if you play with this apartment, because of course none of the windows match, but I really like the warm red tone and bronze on that window right there, which is from Discover University. I didn't use it anywhere else in the apartment, only there, but I liked how it looked. Looks a little funky from the outside, but oh well, it's an apartment, doesn't really matter. But this is the one and only bathroom, very vibrant, very colorful, only a stand-up shower in here, and then, you know, toilet, sink, plenty of plants, just my standard bathroom stuff. I get another one of those pieces of artwork in here and some robes on the wall. I know bathrooms can seem very boring and they can get really repetitive, so I thought by including the really vibrant walls in here, it sort of shook things up a little bit, you know, made it a bit more interesting. I think it's so much better than if I had just painted it all with that base game brick, for example. It's a bit more exciting, if I do say so myself. And I swap out the flooring here like way too many times, and I end up going back to the original lino in the end, but you know, I was indecisive, and I used those plants from the Blooming Rooms kit that are now just purely bathroom plants as far as my brain is concerned. I only use them in bathrooms just because I feel they work really well in there. But this is the kids' room, and I loved how this kids' room came out. I was just so happy with this apartment. I imagine that this kid just really wants to become an astronaut when they're older, so they're really into science, really into space, and I used that rug from Get Famous, which I thought matched perfectly with the wall colors, which are from Eco Lifestyle, and I just love how it came out. I get a science table from Snowy Escape in here because the base game science table is hideous, but yeah, I went for a more simplistic look for a kid's room in here than what I normally do. I normally cover all of the walls of my kids' rooms and way too many posters and drawings, but I tried to like dial it back here a little bit, but I just had to add clutter because it's a kid's room, man. I just can't make them empty. But I get a little dog plant. It's one of the plants that came with the Blooming Rooms kit. Here it is, and it's in a little puppy planter, which I thought was really cute. I don't really use that plant very much, but I just really liked using it in here. And I'm now trying to add some overhead lights into the space, but I end up going back on it in most of the rooms just because I felt like it took away more than I added. But this is the master bedroom, and this has to be the favorite master bedroom I have ever done. It is so pretty. It reminds me of bees and honey in like the best way. I just love this color of yellow. It's one of my favorite colors in real life, and it's just so rich. And pairing it with that like wooden siding from Island Living, it just looked so pretty. I love this room. It's so nice. I would definitely like this room in real life, even though it's pretty small. It's the exact same size as the kids' room, funnily enough. But I love how it looks. I got another one of those base game, might as well be industrial loft kit windows, and another one of those gorgeous chairs from the CC pack, and just a Dream Home Decorator dresser, just covering it with like a lamp and more plants because I can't help myself. And this room also gave me a few routing issues, but I fixed it up in the end, and I really just love how it looks. And we're coming up to the end of this video now, so if you stuck around to this point, I just want to say thank you for watching. If you liked the video, you could hit the like button or leave me a comment to tell me what you think. It would absolutely make my day. And yeah, subscribe for more, and I hope you have an amazing day. Goodbye!